There are a number of lockout martyrs. We've mentioned James Byrne and James Nolan, who were battered to death on Bloody Sunday. We should also mention Eugene Salmon, and the monument went up in Church Street not long ago. Eugene was 16 years of age, a striker in Jacobs, and when the Church Street tenement collapse took place, very heroically went into the building a couple of times to rescue siblings, and of course inevitably the building collapsed on him and was given a martyr's funeral by the ITGWU. And Alice Brady, also 16, who was shot by a scab and died from tetanus in January. But the forgotten hero is the subject of the next song by Goleen Stalwood, and songwriter, particularly noted for the song that he wrote about Frank Hart. If Pat Burke is there he is. He's going to sing about the martyr James Byrne from the Dún Laoghaire branch secretary of the Transport Union, who died from the effects of being force-fed whilst on hunger strike and died in November, and was given a huge funeral at which James Connolly spoke. This song is extremely well researched, historically totally accurate, and some of the words that Pat has used in his craftsmanship of the song were the words spoken in the papers of the time, and in particular by Connolly, who spoke at the funeral in Dean's Grange. Pat Burke.
Just before I actually sing the song, just to tell you that James Byrne died on the 1st of November 1913, and his anniversary is obviously coming up this 1st of November, and there will be a wreath-laying ceremony at his grave in Dean's Grange on the 2nd of November. So you're all very welcome to attend. Check the piano, check. In the city of Dublin, as 1913 dawned, the rich they were powerful, the poor they were scorned. In tenement squalor they begged for their bread, worked long hours for low wages, sometimes wished themselves dead. But a new voice spoke loudly, stand strong and stand true, for the workers are many and the bosses are few. 'Twas the voice of Jim Larkin, and he made their heads turn, and amidst the crowd cheering stood the martyr James Byrne. From Bray on to Kingstown, James Byrne he toiled long, organising the workers for the struggle to come. The great appear great, while on our knees we remain. Arise, sons of labour, and your freedom proclaim. On the 26th of August, the Great Lockout began. Across city and county, workers took their stand, and it happened in the suburbs the following day. James Byrne led his comrades the Kingstown tram to waylay. Well, a tramways inspector, John Fellows by name, at once saw his chance, this Red Union to shame. He swore James Byrne attacked him on that very day, and had Byrne before the courts on a charge of affray. Well, the magistrates ruled, and James Byrne took no bail. Remanded he was then unto Mountjoy jail, where a hunger and thirst strike he did undergo, while his starving comrades suffered heartache and woe. James Byrne caught pneumonia, he lay at death's door. On the 1st of November, his torment was o'er. For poverty, sickness, starvation and strife, that day put an end unto his young life. 3,000 mourners to his funeral came, where James Connolly spoke of his sorrow and pain, that James Byrne, our comrade, we'd never more see. He died for the sacred cause of liberty. 100 years later, we remember with pride the Great Lockout martyrs who struggled and died. Alice Brady, James Nolan, Eugene Salmon, John Byrne, and from the town of Dún Laoghaire, the martyr James Byrne.
If you're next in Dún Laoghaire, there is a monument now to the Dún Laoghaire presence in the 1913 lockout just by the Carlisle Pier.